The dark side of the self-esteem movement. Growing concerns around self-esteem movements are emerging. As critics argue, these initiatives may be fostering an unhealthy sense of self. While initially aimed at boosting confidence and combating low self-worth, the movement's unintended consequences are now being scrutinized. Is it possible that promoting self-esteem is inadvertently nurturing narcissistic tendencies? Is the self-esteem movement fueling narcissism? This provocative question is capturing attention as society grapples with the balance between healthy self-regard and excessive self-focus. The idea that well-intentioned efforts to uplift individuals could be leading to a rise in narcissistic behavior is both alarming and worth exploring. The self-esteem movement began with noble intentions, aiming to empower individuals by fostering a positive self-image and combating feelings of inadequacy. By encouraging self-acceptance and confidence, proponents believed they could enhance mental health, academic performance, and overall well-being. However, the movement's broader impact is now under scrutiny. Malignant narcissism is a severe personality disorder characterized by grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. Traits include manipulativeness, entitlement, and a propensity for exploiting others. Understanding these characteristics helps differentiate between healthy self-esteem and pathological narcissism, which can have detrimental effects on individuals and society. Grandiose narcissism is distinct from other forms of narcissism, such as vulnerable narcissism. Grandiose narcissists exhibit overt arrogance, a sense of superiority, and a craving for attention. This form of narcissism is often more visible and socially disruptive, making it easier to link to the potential pitfalls of the self-esteem movement. Linking self-esteem to moral decay suggests that an emphasis on self-worth may inadvertently foster selfishness. When individuals are taught to prioritize their own feelings above all else, they may disregard ethical considerations. This unchecked self-focus can erode communal values and diminish a collective sense of responsibility. Modern society offers myriad examples of moral decay, from corporate scandals to escalating crime rates. These instances reflect a growing acceptance of unethical behavior. When self-esteem is inflated without grounding in accountability, it can lead individuals to justify actions that harm others for personal gain. Tolerance for intolerable behavior arises when self-esteem culture normalizes excessive self-focus. This mindset can lead to excusing or overlooking actions that were once deemed unacceptable. By prioritizing individual feelings over objective standards, society may inadvertently endorse behaviors that undermine social harmony and ethical norms. The rise of sociopaths and psychopaths in society can be partially attributed to self-esteem culture. These individuals often exhibit extreme self-centeredness and a lack of empathy. A culture that overemphasizes self-worth without nurturing compassion may contribute to the development of such antisocial traits. Antisocial habits promoted by self-esteem culture include entitlement and lack of accountability. When individuals are conditioned to believe they deserve special treatment, they may engage in behaviors that disregard others' rights and feelings. This erosion of social cohesion can manifest in increased rudeness, dishonesty, and disregard for communal well-being. The concept of mental illness epidemics has gained traction as society increasingly recognizes the widespread impact of mental health issues. Rising rates of anxiety, depression, and other disorders suggest a deeper, systemic problem. Critics argue that the self-esteem movement may contribute to this trend by fostering unrealistic self-perceptions. Connecting boomers to the self-esteem movement reveals their significant influence. As a generation that experienced post-war prosperity, boomers often prioritized individual achievement and happiness. This focus laid the groundwork for the self-esteem movement, emphasizing personal validation and self-worth, sometimes at the expense of collective well-being. Boomers are often considered the most spoiled generation due to their unique historical context. Benefiting from economic growth and social change, they enjoyed unprecedented opportunities. This abundance may have shaped their parenting styles and societal values, fostering a culture where self-esteem and personal success became paramount. Understanding the historical context of the boomer generation is crucial. Growing up during a time of significant economic and social transformation, boomers experienced shifts in family dynamics, education, and societal expectations. These changes influenced their worldview and contributed to the development of the self-esteem movement. Boomer parenting styles significantly impacted their children and subsequent generations. Emphasizing positive reinforcement and self-worth, Boomer parents often sought to shield their children from failure and criticism. This approach, while well-intentioned, may have inadvertently fostered a sense of entitlement and unrealistic self-esteem in younger generations. Boomer values, emphasizing individualism and personal achievement, significantly shaped the self-esteem movement. Their focus on self-reliance and personal success spurred a cultural shift towards valuing self-worth. This led to educational and parenting practices that prioritized boosting self-esteem, often without grounding it in actual accomplishments or resilience. As the self-esteem movement grew, it influenced generational attitudes towards entitlement. Younger generations, encouraged to believe in their inherent worth, often developed expectations of unearned praise and success. This shift created a sense of entitlement, diminishing the importance of hard work and perseverance in achieving personal and professional goals. Since the inception of the self-esteem movement, societal norms have shifted significantly. Increased emphasis on individual validation has led to changes in how people perceive success and failure. This cultural shift has impacted workplace dynamics, relationships, and even the way people engage with community and civic responsibilities. Social media platforms have amplified the promotion of narcissism, providing a stage for constant self-promotion and validation. The need for likes, shares, and followers has driven individuals to curate idealized versions of themselves, often blurring the line between genuine self-expression and narcissistic tendencies. Excessive self-esteem can lead to psychological effects, such as increased anxiety and depression, when reality does not meet inflated self-perceptions. The pressure to maintain a facade of perfection can be overwhelming, contributing to mental health issues and reducing the ability to cope with life's inevitable challenges. Excessive self-esteem can lead to overconfidence, resulting in individuals overestimating their abilities and underestimating others. This psychological effect fosters a sense of superiority and entitlement, often blurring the lines between healthy self-assurance and harmful egotism, ultimately leading to interpersonal conflicts and societal discord. In today's world, the distinction between confidence and narcissism is increasingly unclear. While confidence drives ambition and growth, narcissism breeds arrogance and self-centeredness. This subtle yet significant difference impacts social interactions and relationships, where genuine self-assurance is overshadowed by inflated egos and superficial self-importance. Instances of moral decay linked to narcissism are evident in various sectors. From corporate scandals to political corruption, the prioritization of personal gain over collective well-being reflects a deep-seated issue. These case studies highlight the detrimental effects of unchecked narcissistic behavior on societal values and ethical standards. Daily life tolerance for deviant behavior manifests in the normalization of rudeness, dishonesty, and exploitation. Society's increasingly lenient attitude towards such actions erodes communal bonds and fosters an environment where antisocial tendencies thrive, undermining the principles of mutual respect and responsibility. The rise of sociopathic behavior disrupts community harmony, as individuals with antisocial traits manipulate and harm others without remorse. This escalating trend undermines trust, safety, and cooperation within communities, highlighting the urgent need to address the underlying cultural and psychological factors contributing to such behavior. Modern culture often glamorizes psychopathic traits, such as manipulativeness and lack of empathy, presenting them as signs of strength or success. This normalization is evident in popular media, where characters with these traits are portrayed as heroes. This admiration can lead to a dangerous acceptance of harmful behaviors as desirable. The media's portrayal of narcissistic behaviors significantly impacts societal attitudes. Reality TV shows and social media influencers often display extreme self-centeredness and vanity. This constant exposure can desensitize viewers, making such behaviors seem normal and even aspirational, further embedding narcissism into the cultural fabric. The decline in empathy is a troubling trend with profound societal impacts. As individuals become more self-absorbed, their ability to understand and share the feelings of others diminishes. This erosion of empathy can lead to increased social isolation, conflict, and a breakdown in community cohesion, weakening societal bonds. Education systems play a crucial role in shaping self-perception. By emphasizing individual achievement over collaboration, schools can inadvertently promote narcissistic tendencies. A balanced approach that values teamwork and emotional intelligence alongside academic success is essential to fostering well-rounded, empathetic individuals who contribute positively to society. Parental influence is fundamental in developing children's self-perception. Overpraising or shielding children from failure can inflate their sense of self-worth unrealistically. Parents must strike a balance, encouraging confidence while teaching humility and resilience. This balanced approach helps children develop a healthy self-esteem that is grounded in reality. Finding the balance between healthy self-esteem and narcissism is crucial. Self-esteem fosters confidence and personal growth, but unchecked, it can lead to narcissism. Encouraging self-awareness and humility helps maintain this balance, ensuring individuals appreciate their worth without detrimentally inflating their egos. The psychological cost of inflated self-worth includes increased stress and interpersonal conflicts. When self-esteem crosses into narcissism, individuals may struggle with relationships and face heightened expectations. Teaching the value of resilience and empathy can mitigate these effects, promoting a more balanced self-perception. Strategies to combat rising narcissism involve fostering community values and empathy. Encouraging activities that promote teamwork and selflessness helps counteract narcissistic tendencies. By valuing collective achievements over individual accolades, society can nurture a healthier sense of self-worth. Humility and resilience are vital in personal development. Emphasizing these traits over superficial confidence instills a sense of groundedness. Recognizing one's limitations and learning from failures builds true strength, contrasting the fragile self-esteem rooted in narcissistic validation. Reevaluating the principles of the self-esteem movement is essential. While boosting confidence is beneficial, it must be done with mindfulness. Encouraging genuine self-assessment and growth over superficial self-praise fosters authentic self-worth, ultimately leading to more fulfilled and socially responsible individuals. Encouraging critical thinking about self-worth involves questioning the foundations of our self-esteem. Genuine self-reflection helps differentiate between true self-confidence and unhealthy narcissism. By fostering a culture that values introspection and humility, we can promote a more balanced and authentic sense of self-worth in individuals. Promoting genuine self-improvement over superficial confidence requires a shift in societal values. Instead of celebrating external achievements and appearances, we should emphasize personal growth, resilience, and inner strength. This approach nurtures a deeper, more enduring self-esteem that is less reliant on external validation and more rooted in self-acceptance. Addressing mental health with a focus on societal change is crucial. We must create environments that support emotional well-being and discourage narcissistic tendencies. This involves rethinking educational systems, media portrayals, and community norms to prioritize mental health. By doing so, we can mitigate the negative effects of excessive self-esteem culture. Reflecting on the boomer generation's legacy requires acknowledging both positive and negative impacts. While they contributed to advancements in various fields, their parenting styles and cultural shifts also fueled the self-esteem movement. Understanding this legacy is essential for addressing its repercussions and fostering healthier self-perception in future generations. Reflect on the values of self-esteem and strive for authentic self-worth. Challenge societal norms that equate confidence with narcissism and prioritize humility and resilience. By promoting genuine self-improvement and creating supportive environments, we can cultivate a healthier, more balanced approach to self-esteem across generations.